Hello and welcome back everyone to another episode of My Big Fat Journey, where today you might be asking yourself a question. Did you get fatter? In which case the answer is of course yes. Yes, it happened. You go on a nearly 2-week vacation with some of the best food that you can have. And yeah, it's gonna happen. To the extent of which it happened, I wasn't ready for that. A little over 20 pounds gained, which is over a pound a day. When I say I have no natural metabolism, I'm not joking. I was not ready for that little bombshell at all. But needless to say, I'm not going to try and hide that fact from anyone or anything. I'm not even going to try and hide it from myself. It happened, and guess what? We're back on the wagon starting tomorrow. Why not today? Well, it turns out that pretty much everything keto that I had was in the freezer. And the only other things that I could have that were in the freezer that I could make in one day, same day, were not keto. So, yeah, we ended up having one more day of not keto, and that's fine. We are back on the bandwagon starting tomorrow. Now, this does still start the beginning of what I'm considering dirty keto. It's still going to be very, very dedicated keto. But if like something comes up with family of where like we're going out somewhere or the company has like a thing going on, I'll partake in that stuff and I'll have these little cheat days once every blue moon. They'll be relatively rare still. Don't lick that. Don't lick the can. Okay, we don't lick cans in this house. That's rude. So, how do I proceed onwards now? Well, this is going to be very, very scientific for me because this whole time I've been trying to figure out like how ketosis really works. And this is going to be the ultimate experience because I have a lot of sugar in my body right now. So it's going to be interesting to see how fast I can get back into ketosis. This time, next week, looking to be back into ketosis. I'm hoping that I have figured it out, for my body at least, on how to do this and to get back into ketosis quickly and hopefully get things going back again. And one thing I've always heard, it's always been something I hear a lot, is that if you put on weight really fast, it comes off just as fast. And I'm curious to see how true that really is. Like, is it actually really that true? So I'm excited to see if that has any merit to it at all. I'm hoping it does, but I'm not holding my breath on the fact that I'm going to have a 10-pound weight loss in 1 week. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Regardless, I'm going to get it back off. That is the important thing, is that the mindset, guess what, is still strong as ever. I absolutely can say with 100% certainty, I am much more comfortable on a keto diet. Having the occasional meal out where I can have like homemade potato chips or maybe some nice mashed potatoes and gravy, like a couple different starches, is nice from time to time, of course. But overall, the ketogenic diet is what my picky eater inside of me enjoys. It actually is. It is the diet for me. Having meats and cheeses and different types of proteins with fats and not a lot of starches is just kind of something that works for me. It is like the ideal diet. It's very comfortable for me. So starting tomorrow, I'm going to be getting back into comfort. Honestly, it's going to be very comforting to go back into the regular routine. And I need to make sure the people around me understand I'm back in it. I am back in it. As I took that week off leading into it, so that way I wouldn't get like any keto flu or any side symptoms of adjusting back into a non-ketogenic diet for that week, in which everybody was like, well, how does this taste? How does this taste? How does this taste? It's all about getting back into making sure that I don't have a negative environment with me as I'm going back into this. The people mainly around me know that I'm getting back into this, but I definitely want to make sure the rest of the people involved in my life know as well, because I don't need negative influence. I don't need them to be like, hey, this new Oreo came out while you were gone. Hey, open up wide there, buddy. Because I don't need that anymore. Trust me, I had pretty much a sample of everything that I've missed. And I can confidently say food does not have the same appeal as it used to at all. And it's such a mind-blowing thing to me that my whole mental mind state has changed over food. It's a miracle, honestly. It is. I'm still trying to figure out, in the process of writing the script of this movie, how the hell it happened, so that way I can try and encourage other people into doing this. And I'm only about 25% done with the script, and that's the first draft of it. I mean, I'm gonna have to do a lot of work on it, but I have shot the first 2 scenes. That's progress. It's progress. So yeah, that is still coming along. Script writing is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, especially when I have so many different things, and then like halfway through the next thing, I'll be like, oh wait, I forgot to add that to the last part, so I have to go all the way back, and I have to be like, wait, where was I on this part? We'll get there. It's just a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, having this weight gain though, I don't think that I'm like okay with it. I seem okay with it, but no, it mentally wooed me back. I really wasn't actually ready for that. I knew it could be bad. I was hoping for maybe just like a 10. I thought 10 would happen. I wasn't expecting for that. I don't have the official number, by the way. I know I have it somewhere in my mind, but I don't have it jotted down anywhere because it wasn't an official weigh-in week. So I'll probably take that measurement tomorrow morning when I get back on keto. But in all seriousness, I am so excited and ready to get back onto this diet. I've been off of it for way too long. About 5 days in, I was like, yeah, I can go back. And didn't. And I can confidently say I tried every single food. Like every single food I could have possibly wanted to do. Went to a Big Lots and just started grabbing different things off the shelf, little small quantities, and I can confidently say Toblerones were just the best thing. I think I said that in the Florida video even, but just gotta love those Toblerones. It's just something about them. But anyways, I think that's going to do it for this episode. So no weigh-in data or anything. Expect that to happen next week. I will try and remember to put into the comments what my weigh-in is, because I'll know it by the time I have this edited and out. So I will try and have that for you guys. But I did want to record this before I go into my first day back. And the one thing I am incredibly scared and terrified of is if keto flu happens. I think it could very well happen. And with COVID, the Delta variant going around, even though I'm vaccinated, it could still be something that prevents me from going into work if I show flu symptoms. So that is something that could happen. We'll just have to wait and see what happens there. I really haven't had that much keto flu at all. I had some minor symptoms way in the beginning, I think. And then when I was coming off of it, like any sugar that I had in my system instantly gave me like a fever feeling. I don't know if either of those were keto flu at all, but I think if I was ever to have keto flu, now that I know what I'm doing, going from the diet that I've been in to what I'm going into now, it's going to be drastic. It's going to be the most drastic that I've done because I know what I'm doing this time. So in the name of science, if I get it, I will make a little diary entry video describing what's happening. But hopefully, I don't have to make that video because I don't want it. It could be a little bit rough, and it could impact some things. This is a journey, and I'm documenting every last little bit of it for everyone else's entertainment and knowledge, as well as for my own, because I can look back at any single video and I can learn different things But I think that's going to do it for this episode, though. So it's nice to be back. It's nice to be back in this beautiful studio, and it is nice to be back with you folks. It's nice to have my computer back again as well. I missed you, baby. But I will talk to you guys back here next week. Good night.